What did I want to talk to you about? Exactly.
Want to tell me all the secret info that you know?
No, 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 no. No, I wanted to tell you about um well, I guess what happened, why I'm not Diamond Dog. If do you care? We could just skip it.
You told me that yesterday. I swear you did.
Yeah? I told you about the actual reason I got kicked out was like stupid, but the overall premise of me getting kicked out made sense.
Yeah,
It all comes
because
down to trust.
yeah,
Okay?
because basically you were handed in to Seaside by your own gang.
No, no. I thought that.
Oh,
No, no. I wouldn't have told you that yesterday. I would have said I thought that, but I found out that it was my idea. Maybe didn't hear that bit.
oh okay, yeah, no, yeah,
Yeah.
okay,
That's what I thought when I went crazy, no trust. Yeah, all that shit.
right, okay,
But basically, it all came from a place of not really feeling, not appreciated, but trusted. And it may sound silly, but for me, trust is different than what they saw trust as. For example,
right.
if you would have told me, "Hey, these people were saying you're a fucking idiot," and if you told me it was them, it wouldn't surprise me. But if you told me that you were going around saying I'm a fucking idiot, I'd be like, all right, maybe he's like saying it with a like smiling, like laughing. Oh, what a fucking idiot. But it would surprise me if you're saying that malicious. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah, I
Like
mean,
that's the kind of
I've
situation it
got
was
no
at.
reason to, personally, I mean, you know that I'd have no reason really to say that about you anyway. You know what I mean? So I suppose from that point of view, you're just on about them other people that were saying it, like, you understand that I suppose what they were saying was malicious because you know them as people.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know. Maybe it just comes down to they don't fucking know me as well as they think they do. Because it's why I also put it down to maybe it's a humor thing when I make jokes and they think I'm serious, but you guys, when I make jokes with you, you know what I'm fucking about. So it could just be a humor thing because I know that a lot of like American people don't get
Oh
or
yeah,
like
yeah,
British
no,
humor.
yeah, it's different. Yeah,
Yeah.
it
Like,
can be
look
taken
at the
very.
in-betweeners, dude.
Yeah, no, 100%.
British, amazing. American one, dog shit.
Yeah, no. But then again, they probably think the other way around. You know.
Yeah.
So
Look at Shameless, dude. Oh my god, the American one sucked.
saying that though, the American Office I liked more than the UK one.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Fuck. See, they're good at work
I think it's the
humor.
actor. If I'm honest,
Yeah, yeah, that
Ricky
would
Gervais
also
never
make
really
sense.
did much for me. But then again, he got a bit better. But then he still no. I don't know.
Yeah, it's the same for me. A lot of people love him. I don't.
No, he doesn't
It's
do
just a
much
bit
for
of a
me.
twat. Like
Yeah.
just his voice.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
He's credit where credit's due, but
persona.
just he's not my cup of tea. Um.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah. So obviously, what you told me yesterday, I'm assuming that is the reason. Was it like? Did it end up
The
being?
Bird Dragon.
Yeah,
That was like
like
the
the
like there was already the
start of
trust
it.
shit that I had brought up to them. I had came to them and said, I feel like you guys don't trust me, all this shit.
Okay, right.
That was before everything. And then this happened and it kind of just reaffirmed everything. Um
So
yeah, because it was confusing and a really tough spot to go through.
so
Yeah.
I have a few questions
Mm-hmm.
for you, just based on things that you've told me. And this isn't nothing to really do with like yourself, but it's
Mm-hmm.
mainly yeah. I'm just curious. So I'm gonna put six and I'm gonna put some numbers
Just
together
speak freely,
and
bladder. You
see
don't have
and
to worry.
so I'm assuming you told me that somebody was on our radio a while ago, right?
Uh was it 150?
No, you just said you literally told us what they'd heard, and it did match up. We like literally Patar could pinpoint the day of what he'd said, and it would make sense. About money and going to the bank and all that kind of stuff.
Oh no, I wasn't on that radio. No.
No, not you, but you said that somebody was.
Oh yeah,
So I'm assuming that person
right.
has a method for finding out these radio frequencies, and they know how to do it.
No, no.
So did they not have a scanner?
They would have done it with a scanner, but it was, dude. A lot changes with these. The more people that figure it out. I told you that already,
Mm-hmm.
right? the harder it gets is because the more people know. And
So I'm assuming that person bought that radio scanner off you? No?
no, no, this was, they just told me in passing this. This was unrelated to, well, relatively unrelated to
So
like
why
me.
okay, so why were they on Mandem's radio?
Because I'll happily tell you this, because you guys are the easiest people to either A, get on their radio, two, know if people are on there, and three, to like, I just hope this is privy to you, Patar, Mandem, right?
No, I'll be honest. Yeah, obviously I wasn't even. Yeah, this
As much
stays
as you need
between
it,
between me and you and Patar. But at the end of the day, Patar
Okay.
is my leader, so it's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously he
I
will.
mean, what you do with it, you know what I mean? Like,
No,
you
I
have
will.
to take different precautions.
Yes, I will be honest. We're not a gang that's ever going to really show our hand in regards to anything anyway. So any information that you give us, it will say knowledge is power, and not giving away
Yeah.
what you know, or if you know people are snooping and stuff like that, is a lot more powerful than just kind of sometimes like, you know, because you can toy
Yeah.
with people, you know, you can make them waste their time.
Yeah.
So were they on the radio with the intention to try and find information?
Probably. I don't know. I can't really. I made a rule to myself. I'm not speaking of other people's intentions
Okay.
or other people's perspectives. I made that rule to myself not
Was
long
was
ago.
it
So.
was it Rust on the radio?
No, that's stupid. Well, I say stupid in the sense of, okay, no, they're not stupid at all. But no, they don't know how to do it.
Okay. So if it wasn't Rust on the radio,
It wasn't a group. It was a random fucking guy. This was like deep into a conversation. So
it was a random guy. Is he gang affiliated?
no, I don't think he's ever been gang affiliated.
So why?
So he's just doing it for his own personal pleasure.
Right. Okay. That's very
From what
okay.
I know, he didn't sell the information, didn't pass it on, just kept it for himself. That's just all I know.
Okay,
My
well,
perspective of him, my perception.
okay. So if he's not affiliated, then it doesn't really matter. I'm just kind of trying to work out
Yeah.
what is your relationship with Rust and like McGregor. What is this? Because I'll be honest, I didn't realize the Diamond Dogs and Rust had a relationship, and then obviously I see McGregor advertising the Gun Emporium and that kind of thing, and then he came with you to buy materials and that kind of thing. So what's that relationship?
I'll be real. It's not what it. I trust the dude a lot. I probably trust him the most of a lot of people in the city, but I'm still processing some things that I have clicked onto. Something recently that he knew would be important to me that he didn't talk to me about.
Okay.
Which has made me. I don't want to speak wild, so like I'm happy I have you so I can bounce this off you more. It's just like thinking out loud. I'm not 100% sure if he's not just playing me for a fool, because I've told him everything. Even he might have been. It might make sense if Lizzie knew I was talking the whole time. I think McGregor could have told the Diamond Dogs everything that I had told him, and that I could speak and everything, and they just didn't come and talk to me about it. So it's a little bit dicey right now, but it's nothing big, because I could just be being paranoid again. But how that all came about was I advertised jobs for the Emporium,
Okay.
and I hired everybody that came. Some people were hired on the books, some people off the books.
So I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, I know, and quite a few other people know that, you know, Sai, who was the leader of the Diamond Dogs, I believe, whatever, stole a bench from the Lost. Is correct?
No, not quite, but close enough. Get to the point, please.
So
with this bit,
obviously you've left the Diamond Dogs now.
no, I got kicked.
You got kicked from the Diamond Dogs.
Yeah.
Are you still in that business, or is, because I'm assuming you're either, you know, you're either doing that kind of stuff, or that piece of equipment is still with them?
I haven't snaked or betrayed them, if that's what you're asking. Neither do I have intentions to do that because I'm not an ungrateful
So
spoiled brat.
you're still doing Emporium business, but just outside of the Diamond Dogs. They still trust you that much.
See, now this is where I start to open up actually to you.
Okay.
I said the same thing to Reed, how that kind of pissed me off a little bit more, ironically, that he trusted me enough to keep doing what we were doing, but didn't trust me enough to stay in my fucking family.
Also, is Reed not Diamond Dog anymore?
Reed's Diamond Dog.
Okay, right.
Why? He
Uh,
kicked me out. He's the one who made the call.
Okay, right.
Um, sorry, yeah, that
Do
did
I ask the
also confuse me,
question?
but he said, I'm not going to be an asshole, Deluca. I don't want to take everything away from you. You've been working really hard on this with McGregor. Like, we haven't really given a fuck about it. That's like a you thing. So, yeah.
That's kind of strange to me. You get kicked out of a gang, but then they still trust you with that kind of information. I mean, I'll be honest. Just before we go any further, I will tell you that, and this is a swear on all of the Mandem's life, and all of the Mandem would agree with this. We like weapons crafting facilities, benches, or anything like that is something that we do not care about. We believe they should stay in the hands of the people who operate them, and we would never look to do anything in regards to kind of compromising somebody's anything like that. So the questions that I ask aren't to kind of to do anything like that. It's just more of a, I suppose, me trying to understand the situation that you're in. Because that's a very strange situation. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's like they really trust you, but then they've kicked you out of the gang. That's very odd to me.
Yeah, yeah, I think so too. Um, I, one moment. A
That's crazy.
big, oh, one second, I need to regather. What did you just say? The trust.
It's
What
like
did you say at the
it's like
very
they trust
beginning?
you with
The
like.
very beginning of what you just said.
I said, what do you mean?
Said about you. Oh, you guys. Yeah, I don't believe you guys have any ill will or intentions at all.
Oh no,
And
yeah.
honestly, it's down to this is what I mean when my trust I think is different to how other people think about trust. Because when Patar said to me, "You need any help? Should I come with some boys?" When all I said to him was, "I'm talking to Reed right now," that really took me back, and I told him in the moment too, and I told him how much I appreciate that. That for me is trust. I don't know if that makes sense. That for me is way more trust than the bench. Ironically, maybe.
No, I know what you're saying, and the thing is, I think you're probably in the same mindset. Like when. So I used to, you know, do dealings with a lot
Mm,
of people. I used to deal things for various people around the city before Mandem.
mm.
So once you've kind of had access to that world, and and you kind of know how it works, it definitely decreases in value of how much you want to do it. You know what I mean? Like you actually value like relationships and
Mm-hmm.
and people that will have you back over something like that. So that's why it's just very strange
Yeah,
to me. Like I mean, they obviously must know that
they were
really.
backwards.
Yeah, I mean, but they just must know that you really don't actually care. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you do, like, they don't want to shut you out of the opportunity because they do care about you. But at the same time, they know that you don't give a fuck enough about that to snake them and sabotage, like, ruin a relationship even further. Is that kind of what it
Mm.
is?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, this bit I'm gonna be really vague. You're gonna make a lot of weird presumptions
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. You're gonna have to suffer. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I got information that bench was gonna be no longer ours within 24 hours.
And when did you receive this information?
Last night.
Okay.
Now I can't speak too much around who, where, what, or why. But as far as I'm aware, that information should have saved it. So if they choose to still not trust me, if they even question any of my motives or intentions, I am going to simply request that we keep our business and
So
we keep it
let me
formal
let
at
me
that
let,
point.
let me let me hit you with something.
Yeah.
So you only know that information, don't you, because the police were questioning you about it, and they've overshared in interrogation with you, and that's why you were able to tell them that something's happening. And
Yeah,
that's why you
they
told me,
literally
and that's why you
swat
told
grabbed me.
me to be careful with our thing or X thing,
Oh yeah, I was gonna. Yeah, yeah,
because
you're
you
making correct
because you
assumptions.
know
Police are swarming it tonight or today. Yeah,
what your thing.
not no. Yeah, that's what I shared with them, and it's in close proximity to your thing.
Yeah, that's
Was
well, yeah,
is
my X thing.
X? You don't have to lie to me, Denzel.
What do you mean?
Don't worry about it.
Why do you think we went to war with Hydra?
I literally told you on the phone, Denzel. Please don't lie to my face after I've opened this much up to you. I know it's mandem business and whatnot, but I already know. So do me that decency. I've been very open about stuff nobody knows to you.
How do you know? What do
This
you
is what
know?
I couldn't. I told you on the phone already. I couldn't tell you. Remember I spoke about a mandem army and all that. Have you been up a while?
I wasn't around for any of the Mandem Army stuff. So I don't
Yeah,
really
but
know. I don't know what was I don't know what you were like privy to in them conversations.
no, nobody there told me shit. I don't even know. No, I don't think any of you boys even know that I know. Um, yeah, like I said on the phone, I'm trying to keep more things to myself, and like you said, not trying to play all my cards.
Oh no, absolutely. But the thing, well, like I say, there's no
I'm sorry if I took you back a bit there, but please, if it's somewhat,
no.
that if I
I'm
told,
just trying to understand what you know because I am not aware. The
I don't
thing
know
is,
much. I
because
don't know much. I just know that um, I don't know why you're at war, but I know that not the motive wasn't truthful. I guess I don't know. I know basically the bare minimum. So please also don't share anything with
no,
me.
I'm not
Just
going to. That's what I'm trying. Because
yeah,
I'll be honest,
yeah.
what I think,
I don't want
what
to pry.
no, what you should take into consideration. So any conversation that you had with anybody that's not me, just assume that I have not been made aware of them conversations because and it's the same thing like what I will do. I won't necessarily share any of this conversation to Patar unless it's like unless he kind of asked or if it was really like game changing for us as a family, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Honestly, I just like if somebody asked me like groups I can trust,
I think
like I
Rust,
wouldn't say man
he's
them,
close with Rust. So
but
what I'm assuming is
you're
Rust have
thinking
told
about it like now. I'm like, wait, these guys actually
Rust must have
I
told
do, like I
have
wouldn't
told
have
him
thought
that
about
they're
it, but
still working together
subconsciously
or something.
it's been there, I think it's because literally Patar brought me into the criminal fucking world, more or less.
I don't know, Kieran. Okay, no, fair enough. But obviously, so obviously, you giving them that warning was giving them an opportunity to do something about it before the cops roll in. I have no idea, if I'm honest.
Sorry.
So the obviously you giving them that warning was for them to. So I'm assuming that's why you said to me about just be careful because if there's going to be a high like cop presence in that area, then that would be the fucking
Right.
jackpot for them, wouldn't it? Let's be honest. They go looking to shut
Bruh.
down that, and then they find
Yeah.
somebody running around the area with fucking meth pillows.
Oh, hey, listen. I don't want to tell you exactly where it is, obviously, but I don't know exactly where your shit is. I haven't tried. I haven't pried. I haven't tried to look for it. None. I just heard it was there and was like, right?
Yeah.
So I knew where it was. I think before I'll fill you in. So I was drunk that night at the thing. I don't handle well when I drink. I'm more of a smoker. Call me Jimmy D, Mr. Super Soaker. When I fuck you, anyway. Um, and I said to Patar, hey, they stole it. Let me know if you want it back. Like 2 mil, and I'll get it. In fact, fuck, it's Hydra 300K. I'll do it. Something like this. And then Patar was kind of a bit sus or mad or vet. I don't remember who it was. SK. I don't remember who I spoke to. But I said to him, listen, if you want to know how much I really know, it's here. And they were like, how'd you know that? I was like, I can't tell you, but I do. And then it was after that is when I found the other stuff out. But trust no, that's literally only me that knows. So, well, actually, I don't even know like who you guys have told or how secret it is, but I've just kept it close to my chest because I'm like, that could be huge.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, it's like I say, it was very common knowledge. I'm not sure, like I say, if people have forgot or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
It was common knowledge that which bit was common knowledge.
Basically, the people that we got that off were alerted that we got it. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
That's why people had been at hunting for it for a long time.
Because it's you guys.
Yeah. I mean, because we beat them
And
to it in
because
the
of what
first place.
happened with the dumpy 1P and key. Correct?
And the what?
Well, I said on the key. Well, no, it wasn't a presumption actually, and the key.
Dumping?
The whole situation when you first got it.
Oh, do you know about that?
Yeah. It's what I mean. It's why I don't get why they didn't trust me, but it makes sense now that they really didn't trust me because I know so much shit that I don't even like tell them, and that's probably why they don't
are you on
trust
about
me.
Rust?
Uh-huh.
So they've obviously
Like
explained that full
the very
situation
beginning.
to you, haven't you? They told you everything that
I
went on
don't,
there.
I don't really care enough to remember. I just remember there was like something happened. Someone tried to betray. Somebody snuck up. That's why I remember. Somebody was
We
pissed.
beat them in a competition. They tried to ocean up everybody. One of our guys got away and won the competition on his own.
Fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Who got it? Can I ask you? Is there a current member?
Yes.
Oh, can I ask who?
What? Who won it on his own?
Yes.
Matt.
No, there ain't no way. You're
Mhm.
just trying to build up his ego. He's the
No,
one
no,
that
he
got
did.
ocean
Trust me.
dumped, didn't he?
No,
He got ocean dumped, and you told him he got away with the key.
no, we hear about it all the time.
Oh Jesus! I'm surprised he's never brought it up then.
But anyway, so yeah, I mean, so are you aware of anybody else that's looking for like facilities of those kind?
Um, no, I don't really talk to that. This is the thing too. That people, oh god, there's so many things that I've been told about that people have been saying about me, and it's really got me to the point where I'm like, why do I even bother? And it's also why I'm at the point where I'm really only now giving the attention and the time to people that, in my eyes, deserve it, or I respect enough to have it, or at least respect my time. You
Yeah, no,
know?
100%. I mean, at the end of the way I see it is, at the end of the day, like as a person, I have no reason, like not to have respect for you, and I will do until that's like until anything arises that makes me and this information and what you're like say how we're speaking and whatever, like I will remember that. You know what I'm saying? So if there ever comes a time
Mm.
where, you know,
Yeah,
that it can be repaid mutually, and Pretoria's the same, then we'll
yeah.
that's what we'll do. But I think it's your scenario is a really tough one. I'll be honest. I don't understand. It's just very odd to me, like because
Hmm.
how you can be trusted with something like that, but then they've still kicked you out of.
It comes to the fact. Okay, I'll say something very clearly. Um, it it is Reed's. As far as I know, it got uh, it got stolen, but it is Reed's. You know, Reed decided to let, I guess, everyone use it, and Reed is
Okay,
the master of it, you know.
so it was
So
taken.
if that
Yeah,
helps out,
okay, yeah.
Reed is just kind of, I think, he doesn't really do the shotgun shit. He's kind of, you know, he doesn't. He said to me, he doesn't really, you know, he sees the work McGregor and I have put in on trying to run the Emporium and trying to make it into like not a legit business, but a legit business. You know, like we at least aren't called the Gun Emporium, so we're probably going to be starting up a whole new company and might not even be called the Emporium. I don't know. I haven't spoken to McGregor about it yet, so we'll see. What's your
But
question?
I'm just saying. So I'm assuming he obviously because I've got a lot of respect for Reed because the thing with Reed is at some point in his life, I had everything he could want.
Dropped on his head. Oh.
You know what I mean? Like, and
Mm.
everything just means so little to him. Like,
Not everything.
I
Not
know,
everything.
not no, but like material things
Oh,
or
all
like
like the normal shit.
yes,
The
like
shit that people
yes.
like you and I get excited
Well,
about.
like like he's had a lab, he's been there, he's done that. You know, he's
Mm.
got other things, and he's been there and he's done it. And like in regards to this, like he's opened the doors for you and McGregor to do your thing in regards to, you know.
Well, me,
Sorry, what'd you say? You cut off.
yes. Yeah, carry on. It was just, I have a thing of catching on to little details and correcting them, but it's just
I,
pointless. I
I
don't change anything. So. Yeah, please carry on. I'm sorry.
no, I'm just saying, like, because obviously you sit with your Emporium thing that you do. So, like, I have a question.
Yeah.
You don't have to answer it, but I kind of got to ask it.
Uh huh. Oh, geez, your stock is doing good. Sorry, what's your question?
A stock?
Yeah,
What?
yeah, sorry, it's a stock price update on the Twitter. Yeah, damn. All right, sorry, what was your question?
Why do I ask
You can
this?
just also think out loud and I can just gather it. And then if I misconstrued it,
So
you can just
you know
correct me.
Rust were heavily looking for like
Yeah.
the lab over there, right?
Uh, I gather.
Y-
Well, I don't know
I mean,
exactly where, but I gather in
yeah,
general.
I know
In
they were. You know,
general,
I'll
it's
tell you
Rust
this.
business, is
Yeah,
it?
I know they were, right? You know, like
Okay.
heavily. It wasn't
Huh.
being used, so they weren't going to find it. Does that make sense?
Uh-huh.
Did they find something else before they found that?
Are you asking me if they found a bench?
Yeah.
No, somehow no. It's what I mean when I called them stupid. I didn't mean to call them stupid, but they somehow were searching all around the power plant and didn't find our bench. Yeah, it is the funniest coincidence,
Really?
and it's why also I don't bother explaining myself to people anymore because there's so many coincidences that happened to me in the last week, and nobody gives a fuck. It's just coincidence, and by nobody I mean Reed didn't care at the time.
Because I'll be
Yeah.
honest, I just find it very hard to believe if that bench was being used,
Hmm.
because we went to do a vault with BBMC, right? Me and Patar
Right.
blacked out, right? We pulled up to the power plant. They were in the power plant. Like, they got cameras everywhere, motion sensors everywhere. Like, so I'm just very. If anything in that area was being used, or there's any foot traffic,
Mm.
they were aware of it.
Well, there is also the chance that they've literally had a camera watching it and just didn't do anything because we have our business agreement anyway. So maybe they see it as it would be betrayal or something. Like I said, I can't speak for other people, but if it was me and I put a camera down and I saw you going to your bench, I would probably just not do anything or tell anyone. I would stop putting cameras around and I would just be like,
I mean,
"Oh,
that's
okay, that's
the same
theirs."
as me for something like that, because,
Right?
like I said,
So
it doesn't
it's
interest me.
possible they did that too, right? Because we've been in business now. I think I hired them like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago now.
But what you're saying is
And
that they could have done, but it's never been acted upon because it wouldn't make any sense to.
it's the same reason I accidentally called them stupid, because I think if they're searching the power plant and they haven't even thought that your shit could be where ours is, then they're actually stupid. Like, I don't want to be like disrespectful or anything, but if that's the case,
He's telling me yes here without telling me yes. Okay, so you're saying it's. I I understand what you're trying to say.
Plus, I don't know if you put two and two together, but I have a knack for knowing if people are in the area, and if somebody was to approach it whilst I was inside, I would just stay inside. I would just there's literal beds in there. I would just sleep. I can't wake up there, mind. I don't want to. I don't want you to think it's like really weird kind of place, but I could lay in a hammock and sleep, and just wait, just scan and scan and scan.
No, 100%. Like I say, at least it's got a hammock.
What?
At least it's got a hammock.
When I, yeah, yeah, it's like I said, the only reason I'm talking so frankly about it to you is one, because I really trust you. I think I could literally take you there and you wouldn't even you would like
Yeah, I'd be like,
basically
wow, and
not
then
remember it,
no,
But
100%, bro.
no,
I don't want you to, but I wouldn't anyway. At least it's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? But I
yeah,
literally
exactly.
have the thing is with me, like I'm not a gun. I do sell guns from time to time. I don't specialize in it. You know what I mean? I can get what people need. I understand the market for it is very competitive, and it's also very non-profiting, really. So that's why I let the people that put a lot of time and effort into being gun dealers deal guns. Does that make sense? They don't need my half-arsed job,
and it makes no money.
No, exactly, it doesn't. They don't need.
Like,
they don't
people
need.
think it makes great money,
no,
dude. It
it's
really
actually
doesn't.
it's actually shit. Yeah, like
It's
they don't
dog
need
shit.
they don't need me. Like that's what I mean. They don't need part-time gun dealers taking away from the traffic of the people who actually put all their all into
Exactly.
it. That's my
then
opinion.
You get a fucking huge order, and then I'm pissed.
Yeah, exactly, and that's kind of the way that I see it. So that's why it's not something that I really frequent in. Obviously, my dedication is meth, and it always has been. Fortunately, like I say, I've not had an easy
Meth with
life.
two Fs.
Yeah, with
I
two
heard
Fs,
it.
mate. I've not had a very easy run in regards to
Yeah.
you know
Well, I'm happy
the
for you, man.
adventures.
And if I did, I don't know. To be honest, fair plays if it is still at the power plant. Like I know, like I say, I don't know if it's even there anymore. I don't really give a fuck, to be honest. I just thought it would be fair to let you know, because things kind of escalated that you could get caught up, right?
Yeah, no, exactly.
This is why I had to kind of let you know that I knew, I guess, I don't know. I don't want to make presumptions, because, like I said, then I have to think about oh, other people were thinking that, I don't want to make presumptions.
All I'll
It's a
say to you
dangerous
is,
path.
I appreciate the information. Like I say, that information might help some people, but I would.
Well, I know it's your possession. I'll go
yeah.
far enough to say that much. I just don't know more, I guess, is the easiest way to put it.
Okay.
I just,
Who's
explaining why
who's told you that?
That I can't tell you, because it was kind of just, God, I don't even remember when it was. I remember who, but obviously, I don't want to bring it up because then if something happens to that person, and then I know why, and they don't even know why because it wasn't.
I mean, I won't do anything to that person. I mean, I can say that it will stay between me and you in this conversation, if that is helpful.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. Maybe in the future, hey, because hey, I got my trust burnt quite a bit lately.
Yeah, no,
I'm not saying you would, but I just gotta protect myself a bit. I've told you a lot today.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that, mate. Like I say,
in the name of friendship.
Oh, 100%. And like I say, if that stops people from getting caught up in some shit with the cops, then it's definitely valuable. So I do appreciate it.
And just think about it. I really, really not the biggest fan of Hydra, so it took a lot for me to for you guys to outbalance that. So for what's that worth?
I appreciate that. Why don't you like Hydra? He knows that we're sharing it with Hydra.
Yeah, let's not worry about that.
Okay, that's fair enough. He knows that. I think.
I mean, hey, the people
told
might
him.
be all right. I don't know. It's just as a collective.
I think once you get to know them, very different. Very different than from an outside POV. If you know what I mean, like. No.
No, nothing. I don't think anything will change my perspective of them.
Yeah. No, but that's fine. Like I say, if everyone liked the same people, it would be a very boring city.
Exactly, and hey, it's not like I want to hate them and them to lose everything either, as this conversation clearly proves, right?
Well, yeah, absolutely.
If I was, that's one thing I wanted to say too. If you see me just going off the fucking rails, somebody made me go full nuclear. I've been full nuclear twice in my life, and hey, I would appreciate if that happens. You grab me and chuck me in a fucking room and lock me in there for a few days.
Yeah, so like I say, if
actually, if I'm going full nuclear, you will know.
Mm-hmm. But no, genuinely, if you do need anything, if you need a chat or like about anything like that, or if there's anything that you think, myself or Patar or any of the other guys can help you with, reach out.
Would you be interested in investing in a business for exchange of good prices?
What's the business?
The thing I said earlier, probably make a new one away from all this.
Like a bar?
No, like an emporium, but not.
Oh, okay.
Like a smarter one.
Oh yeah, one that doesn't literally get you raided.
One that isn't called the Gun Emporium. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you be interested? Because hey, I could drop like the long ones to 30K and the short ones to like 22K for you guys, and that's cutting my profits even more. But if you're willing to invest,
what kind of investment are you looking
at? Enough to cover my expungement, buying a property, and then I'll cover the rest. So
you mean like
the expungement wouldn't be that much. The judge said between 50 and 200K. So
okay. Well, I will speak to Patar because I mean we are businessmen at heart, and we'll get back to you and have a conversation.
Yeah, let me know. Because to be honest, I gambled away like I say, quick so you can answer this. I gambled away like $7 million this month. I'm gonna stop gambling because I actually need money now. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
But I appreciate the chat, and I have to shoot. So
no worries, mate. Take care, brother.
Appreciate
give me a call.